I've recently been asked a question about my font, the Houndstooth with a satin stitch border, and what she mentioned to me is that when she opens the file, I'm going to open an A, and then when she starts to move it around, she gets individual parts of it. What she could do from here, I'm going to give her several options. One thing that could be done from here, if you have just opened the design, is Control All and group them together. Control G is what groups them. And then I can move this letter where I want. And to get this on my screen, I use the Open Design object. Let's delete this. Let's get rid of this altogether. Let's get a new page. And this time what I'm going to do is insert. So I'll insert embroidery, and I'll insert an A. This comes in grouped when you use insert, which is also file, I thought it was right there. There it is, of course. Insert embroidery. Okay. Well, to use the font in this way, you've got to bring in every letter. With Bernina Designer Plus version 9, we have keyboard design collection available to us. So a better way for her to use this font, because I've included that she's not going to have to go in and map each letter to fit her keyboard. I'm going to be closing this because we want to have it closed. Well, I had several things open, didn't I? Okay, let's get them down. So let's go into File Explorer. And then when you download the file, you'll have a zipped file. And then once you unzip this file, you'll get a folder that has different formats in it. And I believe what she was doing, she went to the Bernina EXP and she was opening these one at a time. Well, what I've included for you is the KDC, which is a single file. And what I'll do is I'll right click that, Control Copy, and then I'm going to need to go into my local C drive where all of my programs are. But I'm not going to go where you would normally find your Bernina files. I'm going to go into Program Data. Now remember, I'm working with version 9. This was the first time that this was available to us. It's version 9. So I'll go into my Bernina folder, and if you'll get in the habit, I can keep clicking here, but if you get in the habit of using these carets, it's just, I don't know, I think it's easier to focus. So I'm looking for my fonts folder, and then what I would do once I have it, I'm going to get an error because mine is already there, but once that folder is open, I would hit Control V to copy it into place, and this is just telling me that it's already there, so I won't do anything. So it's just that quick. Once you put this in your Bernina data folder, not where your program files are, but your program data, okay, you're all set. Now when I go back to open up my software, I no longer have to worry about inserting each letter one at a time. I can go to my lettering toolbox and I'll right click to get my lettering, and let's type in Bernina, and to make it easy and quick to find, I'm going to go to the keyboard design collection dial, and then I get drop down of just things that I have mapped to my keyboard. This is the one I'm looking for, and I've made a note in there that you can resize this easily from 75 millimeters, which is less than 4 inches, and I think it's about 3 inches, to about 6 inches. I think we can go actually beyond this to 6 inches. But I'll select this, and I'm gonna go with the default for now. I'll hit apply. Okay. By hitting apply, you can make any changes you want. And there are my letters. I'm going to take 0 to fill the screen. And now to go to reshape, you'll see that you can move these closer together, or if I hold control, I can move them off of the line if I want. But that keeps the letter intact. When she was opening the letter, everything came in pieces, and it was difficult to move. I'm going to hit Control Z to put that back in line, and Control Z again to make it line up again. Okay, now these are grouped. It's a word. I'm going to right click. So by it being a keyboard design collection, you can do anything that you can normally do. What do I want there? Maybe 100. You can do anything that you can do with any font that's built in. Let's go 200. There, that's a nice curve. And I'm touching 0 so that we can see everything on screen. So in this stage, I could move them closer together, you know, whatever I wanted to do to them. And I'm going to back up to where we have them in a straight line, because the cool thing is, when I say you can do anything that you can do with a built-in font, I can even slant them. I'm going to put in a 20-degree italic. I'll hit OK, and that slants the letters, but it kept everything intact. It did not distort the inside motif. It follows along with that, with anything you want to do to these, basically. But again, to find the where to put the keyboard design font, you're going to find it in your C drive, your program data, Bernina embroidery, and your fonts folder. And the file is not going to have anything but an icon on it. That's all the KDC will have. But you would set that file that I've added in the zip file, set that inside here, and then close it out, and then open your software. It's not going to find it if you don't have it in place before the software is opened up. Thanks for watching.